Welcome back to the CrossUp Podcast. My name is Alan. I'm here with Daquan and Jeremy. It's been a pretty slow week as far as video game news, and I didn't really have anything interesting that I wanted to talk about. But there was something that's kind of become, I guess, an issue that I've kind of noticed, and we've talked about it a little bit here when we talk about like certain games or communities. I wanted to discuss with these guys to see kind of their opinion and how they see it. That games becoming mainstream, whether it was, due to COVID or whatever you want to call it, but games becoming more mainstream have ruined the industry and ruined communities in gaming. And then I'll stop there and see what you guys think and your first impressions hearing that.
I'll let the Quan go first.
Wow. Under the bus.
Just immediately.
Okay. Games going mainstream. I think certain genres going mainstream has been more of an issue than, like, I guess in general. Actually, yeah, I'll say certain genres.
I mean, obviously, like, certain genres have gotten more popular versus, like, like, even though fighting games have been becoming more popular, it pales in comparison to, like, sports games or Call of Duty or Fortnite. But, like, I still see it as like gaming, because to them, when they think of gaming, even though it is just that one genre, it's still correlated. Like when people talk about games, these are the games people are talking about.
Yeah. I think it's also kind of not to be what's the word I'm looking for? Not to be polar on this one. I think it's kind of natural whenever you increase that type of scale, like when you scale that way for any type of entertainment, you're just going to grab a whole bunch of people that have like never, let's put it like this. Since you guys play the fighting games, it's like y'all have grown up on like Tekken on the arcade or Mortal Kombat on the arcade, and then eventually to the living room, and there are like certain principles about how you lose that you learn with, and that's part of like why you play the fighting game. Versus other people, they hop in and say, oh, this is pretty graphics, it's like lower priced than some of these other games, and they get to look at like boobs and butt on the screen, right? And they're like, oh, I want to hop in and have fun. They're getting beat. Why am I not having fun? I just want to look at things move around while I press buttons. So it's like inherently you're going to run into way more of those people as you just expand, because they're not like the primary target here. And I think the worst we've ever seen that was with Fortnite, and I love Epic, but them introducing Fortnite just blew the cap off of this shit. And I don't really think we can rebottle it.
No, I mean, I can also think of a few. I can also think of a few other games that I think have ruined the industry for the worst, despite them being like really well made good games. That's questionable. We'll put that on the back burner for now, and like we put it back there, and then we'll kind of bring it back if it comes up.
I'm just saying.
I was thinking like GTA 5 specifically because of GTA Online. You can make an argument for The Witcher 3, The Last of Us, Bloodborne.
I can agree with The Last of Us.
Bloodborne Bloodborne, and then also Fortnite is one of them, and then there was another one that I was thinking of, and I just lost it because you distracted me. Anyways, these are games
The Last of Us narratively, or are you talking about like in general?
I think The Last of Us is impact as a game, not necessarily like writing wise or gameplay wise, but I think I guess the way that I see it is, and that's what it was, Breath of the Wild for Zelda. I think these games, despite being huge successes for good reasons, whether I like the games or not, they are well-made games with very good industry, narrative and character writing or gameplay. But because of that, I think the industry is putting the games that they make in specific, like, I'm gonna say boxes, trying to chase those successes, and I think that's what I'm trying to say, as like they've ruined the industry for the worse.
I was gonna say, in terms of like mainstream, for me, I'm gonna point to like two genres. I guess we can call it a genre. One is the MMO genre, which obviously after when COVID hit, it just kind of blew up.
Yeah, it skyrocketed.
And the other genre, I guess we can call it genre, is live service. It's pretty much a genre at this point.
Yeah.
Right. I I think the live service genre really just fucked this whole thing up. Like wholeheartedly. Like I don't remember any live service game before COVID that just
I mean, like obviously you had games that were successful.
right.
Like you
Yeah.
still had, obviously like all the MMOs are still
Overwatch
live
was still a
service.
thing.
Overwatch
Yeah.
was a thing. Apex
Yeah.
was running around. PUBG was still very popular before
Yeah.
COVID. I think when did Fortnite come out?
2016.
16. So yeah, Fortnite was well in its place before that, but then COVID happened, player counts skyrocketed, and then here we are.
And now everyone thinks that we want live service games,
Yeah.
That, but
which is, in my opinion, not true.
No. Now don't get me wrong, like
Also-
I think live service games have a place.
Yeah,
It's not
I
like
agree
I
with that.
like I play some of them. I just think the way that they kind of are becoming the focus of the gaming industry is the real problem, and no one wants it, despite failure after failure. But let's keep chasing it, guys, and one of them will hit.
Yeah, I think we added to like two parts. The live service thing is always interesting because it's kind of like Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Without people, like the demand and the market have to stay together for the whole thing to work. And the
Right.
people with it, they don't want it to stop because then all their investment disappears. The people that are owning the cryptocurrency, they don't want it to stop because obviously that's how they're going to keep making money and keep pulling people in. So to me, the biggest culprit is Bungie. Um, Mainly because perfecting Destiny's loop and like how they actually handled all the live service aspects of Destiny is the main reason we have a bunch of people chasing it. Like, I don't think if Destiny was not successful, I don't think we'd be sitting where we're sitting right now. As far as so many different studios making these live service attempts. Because
I think it
Destiny
would.
came out in what? 2014?
2014.
2014?
It came out with 2014, and it was on the Xbox One, and I only vividly remember because I was in Colorado, and it was my first year in college.
Yeah. Wasn't it January 2014?
It
Because they
was-
had a
yeah,
beta in
yeah.
December.
Yeah, it was something like that.
So yeah,
Destiny 1, right?
Yeah, Destiny 1.
yeah, Destiny 1. Yeah, I wholesale think if Destiny was not successful, we would not have the live service gaming like landscape the way that we have it.
I
I can
wanna.
agree with you to
I think to a certain degree, it's obviously like a big factor because before then we didn't have a lot of like live service games like that. They weren't either like very one note. Like, no, I'm not gonna say one note. Like MMOs obviously still existed, and then I said one note as in like a battle royale type thing, like or it's like a strictly a multiplayer thing, whereas Destiny was an MMO like, but it was more FPS and it was more casual friendly because it wasn't as, at least when it first started, it wasn't as much of a time sink as it became.
Yeah, but it's also the big budget to it because,
Yeah.
and I use Destiny specific because Warframe was out as well.
Yeah, Warframe
Yeah,
was around. But to be fair,
Warframe. Yeah, 'cause
Warframe started
came out
popping.
in 2014 is when they came out because they came out with the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out with the PS4.
Wasn't that like 2013 then? 2012? I don't remember when the PS4 came out exactly, but
I think
it was.
it came out 2013.
It might have been 2013, I
Yeah.
think.
Warframe
Yeah, I think
came
it
out in
was.
2013.
There you go.
Yeah, 2013 because it was in beta for a bit on PlayStation and then it like increased. But like for like the difference of like Digital Extreme was like we're just making a cool game based off of whatever their other game was. Was it something dark or can't remember what it was called. The thing that Excalibur is from, like the character itself, whatever that he comes from, whatever that game was, pulled it into like the Warframe feel. It was just making something fun. They were not intentionally trying to build a live service like ecosystem. They were just making a fun game that has co-op aspects and cool characters that you can go chase and find. Versus Bungie, they're strategic about creating the live service environment. And they use all the high budgets. They brought in all the voice actors. They did all of it. It is like, if they failed, I doubt we would see what we have seen so far in live service. Like there is no. It's almost like if Elder Scrolls 5, and as much as people laugh about it, if Skyrim was not a commercial success, I don't think The Witcher 3 would have been propped up. It would not have sold the way that it sold. a bunch of the other role-playing experiences that we have, like Assassin's Creed, going into the massive open world rather than being tight experiences, it always takes like that one major commercial blockbuster success that says, okay, we can follow that. Investors will give us the resources to make our next whatever. Without Bungie knocking out Destiny 1, nah, we'd be seeing normal releases. Everybody would just be looking like, oh, somebody tried something. We're not going over there. That's fine. Because investors wouldn't spend the money. They just wouldn't do it. There'll be no reason for them to say yes.
I see now that everything's trying to be Fortnite. And I've been seeing this for years, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to be Fortnite now because everybody wants to collab. Everybody wants all these goofy ass skins and these games that don't make any sense. Looking at you, Call of Duty. We don't need Beavis and Butthead in Call of Duty. There's no reason for have Beavis and Butthead in Call of Duty. There's no reason to have Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg in Call of Duty.
Like, okay,
Stop being
so I
Fortnite.
can at least make
Or
the I
Jimmy
can at
Fat Man,
least
I'm
have
sorry.
I can at least have the argument be like, okay, Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg, sure, they're popular celebrities in popular genres of music where, let's be real, a lot of the people in Call of Duty probably listen to them. So at least for those two, sure, I can see an argument, especially based on data and the age range of the players of Call of Duty.
You're better than me. I can't
But
see it.
Beavis and Butthead is that's crazy. That one I just can't see that it's actually like I know people that bought the skin, like not personally, but I've seen them, and I can tell you that it's not because they know the characters and they like where they're from. It's 100% because they look dumb as shit, and you get to run around like as an idiot, looking goofy as fucking Call of Duty.
Yeah. And I think that, like, I don't mind IPs collaborating with each other.
I do.
It helps to some degree.
It depends how it's done and who.
Right, it depends how it's done. It needs to fit with the game that they're developing.
I hate collaboration.
Like I just realized Hello Kitty did a collaboration with Overwatch. To me, that makes no goddamn sense.
That doesn't make any sense. No, I hate it already. I don't even like Hello
It
Kitty.
doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm trying to
That's
sit
what-
here to play devil's advocate because they've had a lot of collabs that are more not anime centric, because they've also had My Hero and a few other ones, and now they're having one with Nier. They're collaborating with a lot of Eastern IPs. Only because I think, again, I agree that it doesn't really make sense, because like, why would Sanrio characters be in Overwatch? There's like no real correlation there, other than, let's be honest, the player base would love it. The player base is like, that's realistically the only real reason. I think Overwatch, like, don't get me wrong, like Overwatch has fucked up a lot in the past, and I've gone in and out of that game because of the choices made and how that game is handled, and the community. The community's part of it's part of the problem. You guys are part of the problem, and you don't see it. And until you guys change your mindset and how you handle that game, it won't get much better. But the game has been improving. But
I can agree with that.
Yeah, the game has been improving, but I think the way that they handle their IPs, I think they've been very smart about it. A lot of them don't make sense when you first look at it, but I can tell you right now, for the most part, every time there's been a collab, it always sells really well. A lot of people buy the skins because I think they're actively being intentional and very, what's the word? Very smart about it. They're choosing strategic is the word I was looking for. Thank you. Because they're choosing IPs that work for their community, and I think a lot of games don't do that.
I mean,
yeah, and I think a lot of games don't do that.
Yeah, I will concede that people are going to buy it regardless. It's not for me. I get it. It's not for me. But there are just some things like in collabs that people do in these games. Just
no, I 100% agree.
And like Fortnite is like obviously the biggest offender here. I gotta be careful because I'm walking on eggshells right now.
Yeah.
Most of their collabs, I don't understand.
Okay, to be fair, now none of their collabs really make sense for the game Fortnite. But now they're just happening because of, again, it just sells. They just pick what sells and it gets added into the game. What's popular right now, what's popular in mainstream, will eventually end up in Fortnite. That's just how it goes.
You know how fast K-pop demons got in that game?
Yeah,
so
immediately.
Fast.
That movie popped off in like less than a month. That was in the game.
Crazy turnaround.
Yeah. Honestly, when it comes down to collaborations, like I made a statement, I can't stand it. I hate it for what it is versus
Like
A game like Kingdom Hearts makes sense to me, right? Like it's a game set in the Disney franchise, and you have some stuff like Final Fantasy kind of weaved in. The way they handled that scenario, because Square Enix is just it's just
it's
Square
just
Enix.
Square
And
Enix with
just Square
Disney. That's why they
with
put
Disney,
in Final
yeah.
Fantasy. Yeah, but the
Which,
way it
like,
was handled
that's
was done really well, I think.
yeah,
Right,
it's a
that
very
I'm okay
tasteful
with.
situation versus like, no, we're doing this because people that like Hercules will pay to see Hercules in Final Fantasy. It's like that wasn't the point.
No.
Like there was a story to be told.
Yeah.
So
It's the
even
intention
for,
behind the collaboration.
Story
Exactly.
and basically the Final Fantasy characters was like background characters from the
Yeah, they're
lore.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just show up for really cool moments and then
Yeah.
they're gone. They don't stick around. They're not selling you anything. And
They're not
it's very
scammers.
intentional that when Kingdom Hearts was made, they're like, yeah, we want to include the Final Fantasy characters, and it shows because it's very much like they're not just randomly shooting. I'm sure there's a couple moments I don't remember. I'm sure there's a couple moments that kind of just like, okay, here we are, we got somebody. But like for the most part, you don't dislike them showing up. Whereas
No.
like
And
a
even
lot
for-
of these collab IPs they're just skins. They're just trying to sell you something. At the end of the day, that's really what it is.
Pretty much. And we have stuff like Mortal Kombat versus DC. I was fine with that too. It's like, well, Warner Brothers owns both
Right.
these
They
IPs.
own- they
This
own
is
both,
their thing.
right.
So, and it's also like, oh, these are combatants, and the whole premise of Mortal Kombat can leak into something like DC if because they have stuff like that for Shazam. There's like Battle
Yeah.
for the Gods and stuff like that happens. So I'm like, okay,
Not
this
to
is
mention
interesting.
at that point, Mortal Kombat was already like multi-dimensional, so it works.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. So it made sense.
Now, if you cross collab with yourself,
Mm.
I'm more okay with that
Yes.
Yeah,
than collabing with whatever IP that's out there.
Yeah. Random
It's just
stuff.
because
Yeah.
it makes more sense for that to happen.
It
yeah.
does. Now, even for Call of Duty, the only one I was excited for, two of them I was excited for. One because I actually like the boys, but I was excited for Spawn, and I was excited for the boys. Two reasons. One, in Call of Duty, they've already done the whole like demonic thing where there are people doing rituals and weird stuff happening with like the Black Ops franchise. So I'm like, Spawn popping up is actually interesting to me. That's like a random one-off. Like this is just cool. Like he's the guy that uses weapons. He ain't got to have all these powers, and give him a cool finisher. Why not? The boys, I thought it was interesting for the battle royale concept, but not for like regular multiplayer. Because like randomly running around picking up Compound V, that's just like a fun little thing. It reminds me of like old video games. Like you find a random cool power up on the level,
yeah,
like
you
a
just pick it
Quake
up.
or something.
Yeah.
And it's just something cool. I'm like, that's cool to me. But like you mentioned, with the Beavis and Butthead, with those weird little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm like, why do we have
God.
Ninja Turtles running around here? Like it's just in my mind, like Donatello with a shotgun. I'm just like,
Oh, see, I was on the opposite end. I'm watching like Donatello Raphael getting gunned down by 4 people.
I mean that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point, we're just missing Barney. We're missing Teletubbies. We just need to add in
it's
the
only a
whole
matter of
cat
time.
rocket power.
It's only a matter of time at this point.
SpongeBob. Yep, let's get SpongeBob in there. Like,
Dude, imagine how tilting it would be running around and you just hear Patrick's dumbass laugh as he's fucking sliding
my
around,
God.
flying across your screen, beating your ass.
This is Patrick. Done.
they would sell so quickly.
It would.
Like,
Especially
But
if
it's killing me
especially if
because,
he's
like-
laughing while sprinting, that'd be crazy.
Microsoft owns this, so I'm looking like, why is Master Chief not in here? Why is like the Doom guy not in here? Like those would make. Why is the Gears cast not in here? That would make way more sense. Like, oh, Call of Duty is now like a nexus of just all the best like shooter aspects of Microsoft titles.
I wouldn't like
That would make sense.
but it will make sense.
That would make sense. I'm looking like I'm
Like
less
think
upset
about
at
it,
that. You own the
yeah,
IPs,
because
bring them
you got to
together.
also think about it, right? A lot of the best shooters growing up were Microsoft titles,
They were Microsoft
not on
titles.
top of
Yeah.
Call of Duty. It would make sense to now, because you own Call of Duty, to put all of the icons
Bring
of
them in there.
FPS and put them in one game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But I don't think they would sell. That's the thing that gets
That'd
me
be the
these
thing.
days.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
think
I
they're.
feel like they
well,
would-
I don't know.
Yeah.
It depends, because I didn't think Master Chief would sell in Fortnite because it's more of an older generation thing, whereas Fortnite is a younger audience, and it sold okay. I don't know how well it sold, but I think I saw a lot of them.
I'm not sure how well
Yeah.
this goes, but you know Master Chief was in DOA.
He was.
I didn't know he was in
He
DOA.
was. He was in DOA.
Was it 4?
4 or 3.
I'm gonna look
got
it
it.
up. I'm looking it up. Hold on.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a little wild right there.
Yeah, he was in the fighting game before FP. Another
Yes,
Call of
he
Duty.
was called Spartan 458, and it was John 117. It was Dead or Alive
Yeah.
4. I was right. Yeah, we were right.
Okay. Wild, right? Wild times back then.
I mean, that was also the same times where
in the Call of Duty game. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Just
but I
saying.
mean, that's also the same time where we had Soul Calibur 2 with Link, Heihachi,
God,
and
yeah.
Vader.
And Heihachi, you forgot about that.
And
Yeah.
even that part, Soul Calibur 6
Two.
with
Yes, 6.
Witcher.
With The Witcher.
Witcher. That makes
Like,
sense.
that made sense. I'm like, this is a tasteful combination. We're here for this. Okay, cool.
I could do
Very
without
well.
Yoda though.
We can do
Heihachi.
without Yoda.
Yoda, Heihachi,
Yoda,
yeah.
Heihachi. Yeah.
Yoda was not in Soul Calibur. You
Yeah,
just-
he
Soul
was in Soul
Calibur
Calibur
2.
4. Yes, he was.
Oh, 4. It was 4. You're right.
4. It was Yoda, Darth Vader, and Starkiller.
Star Killer was
universe
sick, though.
bending people sitting in an.
Look, man, it was a wild time back then, bro. Okay.
You know what? And say what you want, like, universe-wise doesn't make sense, but for gameplay-wise, Jedi are weapon-based fighters. It works for Soul Calibur.
Except for Yoda.
Except Yoda was something else. Yoda was something. Gameplay-wise, he turned out to be something else.
Look, if I can't hit, look, this man was on the ground. You can't even hit him. He
That's-
has to be in the air.
Hey, but people want
Or
Gon
kick him on the ground.
back from Tekken 3.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot about Gon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just tired of collaborations. That's kind of just my thing because it's just money. Like it's not because they're trying to do something cool for the fans. It's literally just people will buy this. Let's do it, and it makes everything seems hollow.
Tekken 7 had the most guest characters I've ever seen in the game,
That was wild.
and I got tired of it after like 2.
Yeah, Yeah.
Because who was it? Was Noctis, Negan,
Akuma.
Geese, Akuma. Akuma came with base Tekken. It was just 4, right? It was more.
It's 4 is a lot for guest characters.
I mean, you're also
That's a
looking at
lot.
a roster of like over 40 characters though. It's not that much.
That could have gone.
Well, if you have a roster of 40 characters, why do you need guest characters at that point? Like, not to be funny, but that's like if Dragon Ball Fighters was like, oh, we're going to start bringing in people from Naruto and Avatar. It's like, why? We're here for Dragon Ball. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm pretty sure there are way more people in the Tekken universe that could have sat down and said, let's bring these people to the screen rather than saying, let's bring Noctis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Noctis was left field. Let me tell you.
That is very left field. Like, he is a very little talked about person from Final Fantasy, and he's from what? 15, right?
15.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, dude, nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this.
Not
It's
only
fine.
he was from left field, Negan was like, I don't know who the fuck knew he was
That
in the
one
game.
came out of fucking nowhere, dude.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
money.
I mean, it was obviously because The Walking Dead was popular, but like, I don't know how much you're trying to sell that idea. Like, it's like we're gonna bring in Negan from this popular American TV show, even though we're a Japanese company, and
Yeah.
we don't even know how much of that crossover is gonna happen. But maybe we bring them in and they start playing Tekken.
Sure enough, people started playing Tekken for Negan.
People
Next thing you
did
know,
use
that
Negan.
Tekken 8 Waffle House collab, just waiting for it, bro.
That
I'm not
one,
gonna lie, the Waffle House would be amazing.
dude, Waffle House would be
God.
sick.
They need to do that.
This is see these two are the problem. I don't want that shit in Tekken 8.
They
Yeah, you
need to
do.
do it. Waffle House would be great. Look, I don't like collaborations, but Waffle House is a
See,
statement.
there's a
It's
difference between like bringing in random characters that don't matter, whereas Tekken locations are just random parts of the world.
They're just random places anyway.
Yeah,
Damn it.
there's no
Damn it, you
historical
fat damn it.
significance. There's no like, don't get me wrong, there's some locations like the Mishima Dojo and like, places like that have significance to the story and the characters, but most of the stages outside of that are just like, it's
Random.
Bro, you're
random.
gonna get a Waffle House stage on one side, and you turn around, it's like a hotel with like a
Yeah.
shitty ass hotel on the left. Like, bro, oh yeah.
I mean, even in Mortal Kombat, right? Because let's say we just keep it like American studios, right? Like NetherRealms are just like, let's just have a conversation here. We just pick the nearest Waffle House, and there we go. I'm just saying, imagine Scorpion what they get over here in the Waffle House.
See, but for Mortal Kombat, because it's a 2D, it has to be inside.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
it'd
yeah.
be great. It'll be great.
You
Like,
see the
the
cooks in the
carriage and
background.
inside.
Yeah, you see the
exactly.
people
They
in
can
the
literally be back there just making the waffles and doing the stuff, and they can get
watching.
little tiny orders. It'll be great. And then when someone's getting the order, you can grab them and throw it at somebody.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, do
I think
that.
I'm retired from playing video games now. I think I'm done.
Nah, you should do that. We should all
think
do
I'm
that.
done.
We still also need the Dragonborn in a Doom game. Yeah, we need that.
We don't actually
Skyrim
need
characters
that.
in the Doom game.
We need the Dragonborn specifically in the Doom game. That's what we need. That's
Well,
just me. I want to see that.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
I want to see that. That'd be interesting to me. I'm just saying, it's two Bethesda titles. That's all I'm saying. I'd be fine with
Okay,
that.
I guess, dude.
Yep, I'm fine with that. That's
What
me.
next do you want? Do you want Fallout characters in Doom 2?
No, that'd be boring. Fallout is too weak. I think they are weak. They're just people with guns. Look, the Dragonborn can fly through time and space. All right, he can literally grab eternity. So that's a different conversation. So
This man, the clown, will find any excuse, right?
the
Hear me out.
Dragonborn.
Any excuse to have some type of Skyrim in the game.
No, just this one specifically.
No,
Just this one
okay.
specifically.
This one specifically, like, because the Dragonborn fighting the Doom, like Slayer's enemies, that sounds fun to me. That just sounds fun. Like them back to back, just boom. But I think Doom Slayer is stronger than the Dragonborn, though. I can't remember. I have to relook at that. But I don't know. I think the answer to this is honestly, and I was just playing it, something like Marvel Rivals, right? Where people can do tasteful live service using the universe specifically, and they just make a large variant of that product. Because they handle this very well as far as like an actual like cross IP, because it is a bunch of different IPs in one location. Granted, it's under the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, don't get me wrong, they're doing a good job, and
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Like, I like the game, right? I don't play it that often, but I like it. But I was gonna say, like, it's a little bit easier when you do it like Marvel versus DC, because yeah, there are different IPs and
Yeah.
different worlds, different types of characters that they have to blend in and kind of mash together in a game where it all kind of
Yeah.
plays. And when I say plays similarly, I mean they don't feel similarly, but like they have to fit these three roles to play the game. It's a little bit easier when they're all essentially superheroes under one massive umbrella versus like an actual collaboration IP or something.
Yes. But yeah,
Um,
no more collaboration.
But
Stop that.
back to the main topic at hand, where the game's going mainstream, because we got sidetracked with the whole IP thing, the whole collab thing. Back to the mainstream topic of the games going mainstream has ruined gaming. And one of the examples that I was going to give, and I'm glad you brought up Marvel Rivals because that's a really big one, is games going more mainstream, specifically things like shooters, hero shooters, sports games, and things of that nature. Games have quit being as much of like a nerdy hobby as it used to be. Don't get me wrong, it's still pretty nerdy, but it's more accepted now. And now it's becoming more like sports is the example that I gave to them when I like was talking about what to talk about today. And the reason I say that is because it's becoming my game versus your game, very tribalism. And this isn't just in, like, as an example, Marvel Rivals versus Overwatch is really big. It's constantly comparing the two games, saying mine's better than yours is dog shit. You liking that game just proves how much of a shit player you are, quote unquote. Like, it's just random bullshit that you hear. Whereas, like, you can enjoy both or just play whatever you want, and you can just ignore the other one and focus on yourself and your game. And I think it's all like you see it in Marvel Rivals and Overwatch. You see it in shooters where people talk about Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Apex, or any of those battle royales. You see it in gacha games a lot, dude. Like, it's so stupid. Like, you guys are fucking sitting there talking about which greedy corporate company you support more than the other. Like, I don't want to hear it. Play what you
I support
enjoy.
them all.
It's so that we can talk about that for a little bit. I personally hate it. I mean, it's like the communities, like gaming industry aside, and what they've done as far as like live service games and the way they monetize games now is one thing, but the way we as a community now talk about games also just pisses me off. For another fucking rant about how
I feel like it's twofold to a point. Like there's a group of people who actually genuinely want these games to be good, right? And then there's the trolls. And the trolls are the ones who are just rotten all the apples for no fucking reason.
I don't want to call them trolls, because there are people that are trolls that will just sit there and argue and poke and rage bait for the love of the game. But I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna just call them bad actors.
Oh,
You're better than me.
Oh.
I'm calling them trolls.
I just think when I think of trolls, I just think of people that are doing it even though they don't believe in it because it's gonna get a reaction out of them, which is I don't think that's what's happening.
No.
That's why I don't call them trolls. That's why I call them bad actors, because they, despite loving a game, don't like to take criticism, don't like to have comparisons or another game do well. Like they don't like seeing the competition do well.
No.
This is what I call bad actors, bad faith actors, because they don't actually care about a game being good or being better. They care about what they like and they don't want it to change. And that's not good for anything.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
So that's why I said I don't like calling them trolls, but I get what I get what you're saying.
Gotcha.
God, I was gonna go somewhere with that and then we got distracted. But I think games going mainstream have also just ruined communities for video games. Like we talked about it last week about how everyone just likes to doom new games or not enjoy new games for what they are. And I think the games becoming the communities becoming larger and reaching more people is like exacerbating this.
Now I will say games are trash.
A lot
There
of games are
plenty of
trash.
trash games
Yeah.
that are coming out here. Because I had a conversation with somebody not too long ago where they look like, oh, maybe you've just outgrown games. I'm
No.
like, no. That's like looking at somebody that goes to see movies and it's just like, man, I just don't want to go to the movies. Nothing's there. Just like, oh, maybe you just outgrown movies. No.
No.
They're just trash movies. Like, who wants to spend $40 at a theater for a $30 ticket plus an overpriced, like,
No, the
popcorn?
tickets are cheap for the most part. It's the food and the popcorn and drinks that are
I
expensive.
mean, I go to IMAX. That's just me. So
Well,
my ticket-
I mean,
doesn't
I don't know.
count.
I don't know how expensive your IMAX tickets are, but I'm paying less than $20 for my IMAX tickets.
What?
Yeah, they're like
No, my ticket.
they're like $18 or something.
For IMAX?
I mean,
that's
it's-
a normal ticket. Let me pull up AMC right now.
Oh my
Oh, I go
Anyway.
see. We have Cinemark, so I go to Cinemark.
Bring the bulletproof vest. So what I was talking about was, so in the comparison of like the movie stuff over to like video games, it's always weird to me when it's like, oh, you got to give stuff a chance and this, that. It's like, no, we know when stuff is going to be just bad. You can look at it and say it'll be bad. Now, to what Alan is mentioning, there is that group of folks that are just looking like, now we're going to go to the store page and like review bomb this thing. We're going to start just putting stuff out there because we can create a community of discourse and like negativeness, and we just feel good banding together doing weird stuff. Yeah, those people have problems.
Yeah.
They have problems. Like y'all are mentally ill at this point. Like that's wild. Like it's literally a piece of digital something that has no effect on your existence.
Like you said, they need to be studied, probably.
They do need to be studied. Like this,
studied.
yeah, like the people that wake up and play Call of Duty every day, they should be studied. And the NBA 2K people, and the FIFA World Soccer,
the
whatever they
ball
call
and gun gamers.
it. Yeah, the ball and gun gamers, they need to be studied. That is wild. That is masochism and
You know what's funny? I
by
don't
the way,
really.
and the ones that keep their mics on, like the ones that
Oh,
actually
just
listen to the
open
game
mic?
chat you. Yeah, I
See, those people are crazy because it's always some shitty mic that picks up every noise in the
Everything.
room. It's
everything.
and then you tell them, bro, mute yourself. They always say the same thing: go fuck yourself, or
Just
I'll
like
fuck your
what?
mom. Like, bro,
Yeah.
shut the
Or they
fuck
call
up.
it the N-word because why not?
Yeah, that does happen on occasion.
That's the first thing I hear in every lobby. The first thing. It's like introductory. That's it. It never fails. It never fails.
I actually just
Not
got
even
reminded myself. My coworker sent me a real Instagram, and it says on the bottom it says story mode gamers are annoying, and at the top it has this guy talking about if you think story based games are annoying, first of all, you haven't read the book in your life, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, and second of all, it's basically the foundation of gaming itself.
It is. It is.
Without that,
There's-
you're not getting your 2K.
Ooh, about to die. Okay. Yeah, story-based games. That was also another thing. The injection, which is what I mentioned about Destiny specifically. Destiny is the first large-scale commercial game that has done storytelling over over a certain amount of time and injecting gameplay into it along the way. So like they were the ones that successfully put together a live service story. Now MMOs do it, but that's more of a choose your own story, kind of do what you want to do, go fishing this day or that day. But Destiny is specifically go through this campaign. There are rewards to continue forward in what we're giving you. So they went and turned the here's a great story, we're popping up here, and then just go through the thing and get more powerful. That mindset makes people think I hop in, I do every single thing they give me to do, and then I wait for them to give me something else to do. They made that nonsense. And then they sprinkle in the battle pass and the other stuff, and now it's like, I always have something to do. Versus Fortnite, which I normally don't blame them as much as Destiny at this point, but they are still just like a catalyst here. Fortnite is just hop in, kill people, and look funny while you do it. That's it. That's all Fortnite is. Because they took out the best part of Fortnite to save the world. That was actually fun to me. I enjoy that.
That was actually fun. I agree.
Yeah, but they was like, nah.
I personally liked it.
Yeah, they're like, nah.
And I don't like base building.
I don't like base building either. It's annoying. Except in Conan. I like base building in Conan. Conan Exiles. Yeah, I liked that base building. Until I got folded by space and time. I walked into a corner, and then my character just folded. And then I died. And I lost everything, because then somebody came in and raided the base while I was dead.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's my little short story.
Another genre that just gets all types of shit is the FGC. I'm just gonna call you out. There's more games than Street Fighter. I'm just gonna tell you.
Oh, yeah.
But more commercially viable games?
More valuable games than just Street Fighter. Yes. More games that should be showcased than just
like Naruto. Like Naruto.
I mean,
Ultimate Ninja,
Ultimate Ninja 4. Slow down just a little bit.
Hold up.
Slow down just a little bit.
Let me pull this up.
Oh my god.
Naruto, Ultimate Ninja.
Because if it's not Street Fighter or a Capcom game, who gives a fuck, dude?
Look, Ultimate Ninja 4, hear me out.
They don't care.
Hear me out. Ultimate Ninja 4, hear me out. You would get so many people to come to these tournaments if they saw Naruto up there. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's actually just not right.
Okay.
They'd be up there.
So, I'm trying to put this, I don't know. We have 2D games, which is, obviously, we have 3D games, obviously.
Yep.
There is a part of me that wish arena games get some type of recognition.
Exactly. There you go. Arena games. Let's run it. Naruto Ultimate Ninja 4 start. Run it. Let's go.
I'm not gonna pick one arena game or another.
I'm picking it. I'm picking it.
But they are. I'm gonna say it. They're fighting games. Are they traditional fighting games? No. Do they deserve some recognition? Some. Not a lot. Some.
And the most polished one is Naruto. Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. That's all I'm saying.
I just need the
J-Stars was good too.
JoJo? I haven't.
No, J-Stars, not JoJo. J-Stars. J-Stars.
Okay.
It was the
I
Jump
just need
Force
the
before Jump
FGC
Force.
to realize that there's something other out there than Street Fighter. Just saying.
I'm trying to think. I mean, it's the most popular
Street
one.
Fighter, they just shit. That's cool. Yeah. If it's not Street Fighter, they just go and shit on it for some reason. For one reason or another, they just start shitting on it. The game's not even out yet, or the game is out, and then they shit on it. Now there are some games that release like Hunter x Hunter. I've heard that game shit. Looks like shit to me.
I remember when that game got announced, I said, "Why? Who wants this?"
Right.
Because I don't like. I love that series, and I never once thought, "Yeah, let me make a fighting game with it." And then it's a tag fighter on top of that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the gameplay for it, and I said, "Wow, that does." In my opinion, I don't like it. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it moves. And then it came out, and then just flopped.
See,
Surprise, right?
we know. You can look at it and say it's gonna be trash, and then boom, you know it's trash. But we ain't gotta announce.
Like I was like, from looking at, I'm like, how many characters can they actually put in this game
There's a lot.
for a tag fighter?
You could probably realistically put like 20, 30.
I gotta see how big their roster is.
I don't know.
I will say, even though I'm not going to play it, I mean, maybe if Cyclops is in Tokon, I might play it just because if he's in it, I might play it.
This guy.
He'll be DLC.
He better be. He better be the first DLC. It better be X-Men pack that drops. I'm about tired of hearing about the Avengers. Avengers this, Avengers that. X-Men will mop them up. Anyway, so we're sitting here. Having something like Tokon and Rivals is interesting to me because, like, one gives that hero shooter, one gives the fighter, but because there's an established IP, you can actually have fun with this and make those variations. And then for like the mobile gacha people, there's Marvel Snap, there's all types of other stuff going on there. So it's like, to me, that's the way to handle this. That is the perfect way to handle this. But people in their money grabs are like, no, we want to just force collaboration. We want to force this other stuff. It's like, no, just make it more natural. Players will look at it and say, I would like to consume that form of entertainment. And then they come on board. Versus like, oh, I'm playing Pokemon and all of a sudden there's let me not say that because some of y'all probably want that. Let me be quiet. Never mind. I use Pokemon as a bad example. Hold up. That's pretty much the formula for gacha games. You know what? I'm done. Never mind. Forget it.
Oh my God.
That threw me off. I lost faith in humanity just now. I was like, wait a second. I was like,
Hunter x Hunter has 16 characters with 2 coming out this year apparently.
Well, there
I
you
thought
go.
the game was over.
Yeah.
I thought so too. I didn't know
thought
I
the
was
game
getting
had-
still update.
Oh my God. Dear God.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, I get Street Fighter is the most popular game, but come on, let's.
Naruto.
Not only you want to put Naruto out there, sure,
I do.
but also DOA. DOA is getting revived. Thank God. Hopefully, we can get past the core values thing and put it on the stage. Okay.
Hopefully.
Even Virtual Fighter, which I hope comes out this year, which it probably won't come out this year. But we
I
need
think they
more
said it
3D
was
games.
I thought they said it was this year. Did they
I'm
not?
not sure if it's this year. I don't know if there's a date for it or not.
I don't know. There's not a date. I know there's not a date, but I thought they said this year. Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't remember anymore. You're making me doubt myself.
That's okay. That's fine. 2D games, they're great. They're all, but give some else a chance.
They got to be worth
That's
the
all
chance.
I'm asking. That's all I'm
They
asking
got to
for.
be. They got to be worth the chance. And with that, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4
Oh
is
my
worth
God,
the chance.
this guy.
Look, we want an arena fighter. It's polished. It's got a great community. People love Naruto. Just throw it in there. That's all I'm saying. Throw it in there. What other arena fighter do you got? Jump Force?
I mean, there's a lot, but they're all kind of just
But like
horribly
on that
balanced.
scale, Naruto like Ultimate Ninja 4 is amazingly balanced. It's great.
It's not balanced.
The 2016
Why it's not
game,
balanced?
that's probably not gonna work.
No
That game
arena
is
fighter
balanced.
is properly balanced.
No, it is balanced. What are you talking about?
It is not
There's no
balanced.
character that's just broken. There is not one
There-
character or mechanic that's
Do you want me to
just
start
broken.
pulling up like videos?
I mean, look, I played
Arena
that game.
Fighter
I
is
understand.
balanced.
Trust me. There's some things going on there, but it is very well balanced. It's very well balanced.
Do I think it'll be fun to watch on the big screen? Probably.
Exactly.
It-
It'll be great to watch. It'll be
it dep-
fantastic.
It depends.
I'm just saying.
It really depends.
We ban Minato and then it's fine. Yeah.
It has to be a good spectator sport.
It's
It
not.
is. You get your favorite Naruto characters. They added Boruto stuff in there too. However trash that is, but like they add like it'll be perfect. Matter of fact, take the Naruto Ultimate Ninja formula and just make it Avatar characters.
You want to know
Yeah,
why
there
it's
we go.
not a good spectator sport on the gameplay alone?
Why?
Because the nature of the camera. We're going to be forced to look at a split screen, which is already ugly.
Wait.
That is kind of ugly.
What do you mean a split screen?
It's going to
Because
be
you
split
can't-
screen because it's 2 different players. When you're playing an arena fighter, the camera's behind you.
Yeah, it's over the shoulder. Technically.
So to show both players POV, you have to have it split screen.
There's a lot of visual vomit. I can see that now.
The reason other fighters work and arena fighters don't is probably one of the biggest factors for spectator sport is you can just put the
Oh.
screen on a big screen where it's the normal screen you look at already versus an arena fighter, you're going to be looking at two small screens essentially.
Well, on that point, just give the spectator the option of who they want to watch.
Well,
Because not everybody is here to
well,
watch.
we're
The problem with
thinking
that
of-
is if the problem with that
it's
is
an
if you're
event.
like at an event, like 1,000 people behind you watching two different screens. That's a problem.
So then you do a popular vote, and then say whoever that the crowd
We're not.
votes to see.
That's
will
too
win.
much.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Too much.
Nah.
You know what? You know what?
You
You know
You
what?
wanna
I take
know-
my- I take my statement back. We don't need everything.
No, I told you it doesn't work.
we
It doesn't.
we
I'm
don't
sitting
need
here
anything.
disagreeing because it doesn't work.
That'd be great. What are you talking about? Look, give people a chance, all right? No more of this dooming, all right? We don't doom before we get there. All right, let's go.
We
Put
doom
my boy
when
in.
the logistics don't work. The reason Dragon Ball Fighters, dude, the reason we went to top 6 from top 8 was because of Dragon Ball Fighters. And now that Dragon Ball Fighters isn't around anymore, we went back up to a top 8. And now you're telling me you want an arena fighter, which is kind of ugly to look at. Then you want to include it.
Kinda?
Yeah, kind of ugly to look. I'm talking about like when you have to look at a split screen. And it's already like when you compare their graphics to like modern fighting game graphics for the most part, it's like uglier in comparison. It's like,
Oh, it looks
it's
fantastic.
like, I mean, it's preference, obviously. I just think it looks uglier. But then you want to throw in audience interaction. Like it already takes too long to get through these games. We can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Logistically speaking, it's already uglier. It's an uglier experience with an arena fighter like that than like a normal fighter.
Yeah. I'll take it back. I'll see myself out.
You
I'll
know,
see
it's fine.
guys tomorrow.
Exactly. I'll see myself out too. This man tells me Naruto was fantastic. That's fine.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
get up
God.
anyway. It's
Jesus
nonsense.
Christ.
Naruto ain't even good. That's crazy. That's actually crazy to me.
It's not
man
that
over there
great.
is- Nah, it's fantastic. And this man over here doing this. I can't even look at y'all right now. That's crazy.
But okay, but back to the man. Oh my god, look, it's Sunday, dude.
I blame Daquan, bro. He never
It's-
stays on topic.
You never. It's fine. It's back to what you were saying, Chilo. It is
Yeah,
the
look,
bad
yeah, I'm
actors.
tired.
Like I want to call them trolls, but it is mostly bad actors who review bomb, and just the echo chamber, which is called Twitter, and Reddit. The parrots that just parry everything, and like if you ask a gamer their opinion, they'll just parry anything off the internet.
A lot of content creators don't help.
Oh my god.
And then for some reason they like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with watching a content creator whether they're good at the game or you just find them entertaining. There's plenty of people that I watch, but that doesn't mean I'm automatically a part of their community because I don't interact with them whatsoever. I don't go to their streams. I just watch their videos. And if you are a part of the community, again, that's not inherently bad. But what is bad is when you're what I'm going to call the packed mentality, which is really apparent now. And you just listen to their opinions and then you just claim that's the correct opinion because you like them or you like the game that they're involved with.
Case in point, Marathon. Just saying. Everyone's shitting that game before it came out. Like the
It will
service
fail.
them.
It's gonna fail though.
Now it's out. People are like, oh, this isn't so bad.
It's gonna fail though. Yeah.
When? In the month?
When?
Like Highguard?
No, it'll take longer than a month, just because of Sony in general. But it will fail. It's you can't. The problem is trying to popularize something like Tarkov is not going to happen. Like even look at something like Hunt Showdown. It's technically in that same ballpark, but they have a niche group and they don't have. How much did they buy Bungie for? 5 billion.
Something like that.
Oh, yeah, that sounds alright. That sounds great.
Yeah, they don't have that amount of money to make up for putting together a game. The show, the team
I
that made
guess.
Hunt
I
Showdown.
mean, I don't think it's gonna fail. I think it'll be fine. I think it depends on, because obviously, like they're making this whether they wanted to or not. Because I think they've had the idea of Marathon for a while, but what they consider a success or a failure, I guess it's whatever their fucking investors or whatever they're planning. But I think as far as like having a stable community, I think it'll be fine. It's been sitting pretty comfortably above 60K players the entire weekend. Now, again, it's just opening weekend. We'll see where it goes from here. And this is just Steam numbers. This is not talking about console or anything like that. So I think it'll be fine, especially with the way people have been receiving it online. I think there's been a lot more people online that, like, I've seen quite a few content creators that enjoy the game are just starting to block out people that are negative or trying to shit on the game because they're just having fun.
They have to stick to their season model, though. They have to. They can't do the Destiny thing. with Marathon. It's just not possible. They just
So I guess we'll see where it goes. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's also, I think for user reviews, it's above 85%. So it's doing really well.
Yeah, they got a lot of money to make up. That's all I'm saying. I just looked at that math.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that could be true. That could be.
They got a lot of money to make up. And I'm not even looking at marketing because I have no idea what they've done there. But
I don't even know how.
yeah, that's kind of wild.
I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot. I've just seen a couple of videos here and there, and that's it.
Out there like vid docs and like small trailers. And stuff,
Yeah.
But who knows how much that costs?
Right.
I don't know.
We were a little bit all over the place this week. It was more of a ranting
like I said,
episode.
it was a slow news week. Besides just like the normal. Are you good?
Yeah, I did a little extra just to think about how much the
Oh my god, this guy.
Go ahead.
Like something like the smaller news was like just Xbox announcing the new console. People still don't know how they feel about PlayStation games just being on consoles anymore. Just being on consoles.
That's what it should be. Thank you. I'm saying.
I'm indifferent.
From a developer standpoint and from a platform and why the platform.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
exists.
I understand, but I am also kind of.
It should be PlayStation.
Yeah.
Same thing for Xbox. Those stupid PC, this and that. Like no. Okay, no. People will have a console. They're trying to play it on console. They don't need to wait on the console release because you pushing a year back for the PC release. Give it to the console player. Simple enough.
will recuse myself because I'm walking on eggshells.
Yeah, walk on the eggshells. Yeah. Also for PC, what PC player wants to have a downgraded experience because the game has to be fidelity on PlayStation? Right? No. I have a computer. It's a monster. Let me run some monsters. Okay? Let me run some monsters. Talking about something I gotta wait for some PlayStation release. Forget PlayStation. I got time for this nonsense. Sorry, go ahead, run it.
No, I'm good. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm just annoyed.
I'm just letting you get your frustrations out. You know,
It's the same thing with like Star Citizen. It's going to come to consoles. Why would you want that to come to console? I don't want that to be the console because then I got to worry about like, oh, is it going to be in parity for console? Is this system going to be here? Can we really have certain? Like, no, I don't care about all that. I got a computer. I'm on the frontier. Okay, I'm on the frontier.
Dude,
this beast right here.
This is actually crazy. We actually have a front row first person study. Daquan needs to be studied. That's crazy.
No, I don't need to be studied.
Dude,
this guy, bro, this guy.
Can I even pull this up right here?
Dude, I'm actually like sitting here flabbergasted. This man, week in and week out, has Star Citizen and Skyrim living rent free in his head. It's crazy. You bring it up every week. I don't know how you do it.
Because look, pivotal moments in history. Okay, Star Citizen will be a pivotal moment in video game history, and y'all gonna understand that when it happens. Okay,
No.
Skyrim is the reason role-playing games are popular now. Okay, without that,
oh my god,
I'm just saying.
My heart literally just like stopped for a second when you said that shit.
You'd be fine.
There's no way.
We cannot argue with what has happened, but I understand. And it's all good.
Are you talking about Western RPGs? Please say just Western RPGs.
Well, yeah, the Western audience.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay. You
I'm
just
talking about
RPG.
over here. Yeah.
just
No,
said
because
RPG.
obviously,
I
see, I said
gotta make
RPG,
sure.
not JRPG.
You're talking
you know what I'm saying?
about Western
Because they're
RPGs.
West. I didn't say JRPG. I'm saying RPGs, right? Because
I'm
if it's not JRPG, then it's Western. Because we don't do the. Well, I mean, is there KRPGs?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So RPG is Western. So yeah, RPG is Western. Yeah.
You gotta make sure with you, man. Sometimes.
Yeah. No. I know Final Fantasy existed. We know this.
You just live in wild times. So.
It was okay. Y'all ain't gotta appreciate it. I appreciate it. That's all good. But all I'm gonna say is Bungie, that marathon. I'm gonna be honest. I will be surprised if that game stays up for over a year. I will be surprised.
I think
I'm surprised. Any bets?
Longer than a year. Longer than 2.
Longer than 2. Ooh.
Longer than 5.
Ooh. Longer than who?
5.
Oh. Alan?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Oh.
See,
like I said, as long as they
Daquan is part of the problem. It's just money and things that immediately being failures and just tossing it out. You're part of the problem.
So I don't believe in tossing it out. What I believe in, though, is when you make a projection, there's a reason you make the projection, and someone paid you for that projection. So if you're wrong, you owe them money. So I'm just saying, Marathon by itself costs over $380 million to make. And that's just the developmental team budget. And that's if I'm lowballing it at 380 developers. So I'm just saying.
This whole episode was about how, this whole episode literally started with me saying that games becoming mainstream and all this upsizing has ruined games. And then this is it. This is the example.
This is the example. Look, I'm not the one that did it. Bungie decided this shit. I didn't say to spend half $1 billion making this trash. Nah, they could have said, you know what, we're gonna make Destiny 3. They could have done that. Nope, they said we're gonna make Marathon. So
let's ruin Destiny even further by going to a sequel.
They should.
No.
They should.
At this point, just drop it.
I don't know if they were ruining it.
They ruined it.
But wow, you're the problem, Alec. Talk about some. They ruined it.
They ruined it.
Will be most appreciated.
Then I don't want Destiny 3. I want Destiny Reloaded.
All right. Thanks for this episode, guys.
Bring back cheesy fucking headlines for games titles. Destiny Remaxed and Reloaded. No, it's Reloaded. Matrix Reloaded is the second one.
It's Matrix Reloaded, and then the third one
and is Revelations. Yes.
I hate you. Well, thank you for joining us on this week. You heard it here. We gotta get Destiny Reloaded.
Yeah, we're gonna get Destiny Remaxed and Reloaded back with a fury.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you.